It's as much as I can go.
We can put it on the other side.
There we go. All right.
Good luck.
Yep. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wake Up and Walk On with LongWalker and Nepper, always joining. Today we are going to be covering about the 19 monks that are walking for peace from Texas to Washington, D.C. And also another really interesting case after that one of... Oh, Mo says hi, everybody.
Another fellow walking monk.
Yeah, another walking monk. He goes by the name of Three Mules. He passes by our area all the time. He's walking everywhere, and that's all he does is walk with his mule.
Totally nomadic. He has no property. He has no home base. That's all he does is just nomadic lifestyle.
And he was staying down in Bakersfield at a person's house for like a week, I think. And somebody called animal control on him because of no shelter.
And there was no rain or anything for them at the time either.
Yeah.
So it was like...
In the field that the donkey, right?
It's a mule.
The mule was in. And so, yeah, we got that whole interaction and what he shared about it. And it just shows Kern County is the worst with their animal control units.
Yeah, they're crooks. It's a scam. And everybody in the comments was saying that it's just a fucking scam,
Yeah. Everybody knows it.
It's like they go after people who have these time-honored ways of life and everything, and they shit all over that. But when it comes to legitimate problems, like either somebody being attacked by a dog, a child being attacked by a dog.
Yes, our son who got attacked by a dog, and animal control did nothing to that.
Yeah, because there's no way for them to make money off of that. So, but if they even got wind that we were selling puppies, they were here within a week. They were here within like 5 days of this new ordinance being put up. And because they thought they could get a bunch of money. Yeah,
because that's all that they're looking for. And, and Colin is a complete and utter joke. He always has been since he was the director there. And, he needs to get fired. Honest to God, he needs to go.
I know, everybody's like ripping on this officer. But I'm like, don't you understand, though, that it's the supervisor?
Yeah, but look what he does. I mean, yeah, you guys will all see.
But let's start with the...
Yeah, we're going to start with the walking monks to...
Was there 20 of them? Now there's 19?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was 20, now there's 19, because you guys will see there was an accident with a couple of them. In Dayton, yeah. So, they're on day 37, I believe, right now, out of 110-day walk to DC.
And
they're staying outside in tents as they go.
Well, it's like they're receiving alms from the public and everything.
So it's really cool to watch.
Literally how it used to be done. Stay in the monastery and then every now and then come out and do these walks for, just to demonstrate and to pray across places and people.
And they've got one four-legged friend that's with them too. All right, let's get this up and going. It should pop up in just a second for y'all. I'm going to mute this one, and then we will be talk about it, at our points.
"19 monks walking across America. A walk for peace. A prayer made of footsteps. Each mile is a wish. Each breath is a hope. Each step is a promise that the world can be softer than yesterday. They walk to ease the storm that people carry in their chests. They walk to calm the noise that cities hide behind their lights. They walk for mothers, for children, for strangers who forgot what peace feels like. Every step says gently, may all beings be safe. And beside them, keeping the pace with small, steady paws, a loco walks to, a quiet friend, a four-legged witness to kindness. She doesn't preach, she doesn't teach, she simply moves forward, a little heartbeat of hope, padding down the long road. Step by step, we walk for peace. Step by step, may anger release. Step by step, may the wounded find rest. Step by step, may compassion rise in every chest. In small towns, people step out of their doorways just to watch the yellow robes pass. Some bow, some cry quietly, some offer water with trembling hands. And each face they meet is another small sunrise. The monks bow back.
I think so. She also had bananas.
They denied them.
I know.
No.
You know, this is amazing to watch the reverence that you see with these people as the monks are going by and the offerings that they're getting. You know, this is the way that a lot of our people used to do it all the time. And it's like now the whole idea is just shit on, you know, and
Like
people don't want to do it because it's like, because of the vehicles, oh, it's too dangerous, it's this and that.
And you notice most of the people that are showing reverence and giving stuff are also like they're Vietnamese
Yes.
or Asian.
Exactly, because that was always known.
Right, and it still is. But like Americans and in the Western world, it's like they freaking hate us. They hate all types of monks, you know? It's like, oh, get with it, you know, get with the times.
I know.
And it's like, you don't understand. Like, this is the times. Nothing changes. This is timeless.
I mean, I used to be walking all the time,
Hence the
everywhere.
name, you know?
I mean, it's crazy. With the amount of stuff, amount of miles I put on in, like, what was it, in a year?
A year, 4,000 miles.
4,000 miles in a year.
In a year.
Just to make sure that our family had what was needed.
Yeah, that's no joke. That was like, because he used to have that fitness tracker.
Yeah.
4,000 miles.
Yeah.
That's like more than the length of the United States.
That's crazy.
Even like from going here to like the top of Maine, I think. Or top of New York or something like that.
And it's like, one of the last times I was at the lake getting something, I had a guy stop me and he was like, did you used to walk?
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about a story. He's like, I picked you up on Christmas one time and gave you a ride.
That's crazy. I remember one of the worst times was when it was really snowy.
Yeah, and I had to walk through the snow, and then I had some people that tried to give me a ride, but their truck was slipping every which way up these hills.
There was also that crazy conspiracy theorist guy that was
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think he's the one that finished giving me a ride. At least to, there.
Get down. Get out.
Cats, ladies
Cats
and
being
gentlemen.
horrible.
But yeah, it's funny. What happens.
And like I said, look at all the people that you met, all the connections that you made,
Yeah.
and everything. It's like you won't get that back when you're driving like this,
No.
And
But I mean, we
That's
are
the
blessed to have the vehicle right now
Sure.
to be able to get what we need at this point in our life.
we didn't have a vehicle for like 8 years.
Yeah.
I think it was about 8 years.
I know.
It was like 2017. So yeah, about 8 years we didn't have a vehicle.
We were blessed to be able to rent vehicles for a while before.
Yeah, for a couple years.
And then my boss that I work for, he was nice enough to help us get this vehicle.
Yeah.
I worked it off and made the money back on it, but he helped me get it at the time.
For sure.
And it's so amazing.
It's like just gotta be good to it and understand that,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
This is why we were given this and to continue to do good things and make connections that way with it.
Yes. And tomorrow I'll be taking you shopping all day.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been shopping in like 8 or 9 years.
For Christmas,
For
yeah.
Christmas,
So it's going to be amazing to be able to go out and do that. It's like, so we're probably not going to do a live tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen.
I might
But
not be there.
But I'll try to do one on Wednesday, and we got a doozy plan for the next one. It's going to be about what is it? The worst Walmart shoplifters or something.
No, like public meltdowns.
Okay, yeah, the
Like
best public
Karens and-
meltdowns in Walmart.
At
So-
some point, we'll finish our circumcision.
Yeah, we will. That's more the end of the week
Yeah.
episodes. That's what I'm trying to get to patterns and see how things fit. And so, I mean, we'll get all this down, and it's like at the end of this month, there's going to be no more on Wednesday. And we're going to be to daily except for Wednesdays and
That's right.
Sundays.
That's crazy.
And we're already getting there.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty good on. I've done like three a week so far
Good.
on a lot of weeks. So we'll be up to that point. And like I said, it's an hour long. We're gonna try to stick to that hour, but that gives us more time to talk to you guys, more time to get the messages out there, like this great message here.
Yeah.
These monks are amazing.
Some of them are barefooted
Some are barefooted, yes.
in this cold and everything.
Some are just walking in sandals like I do. Or cadditions. Alright, let's move on to the video.
A bow of gratitude, a bow of hope, a bow that whispers. Peace begins with us. They do not shout, they do not demand. They only move gently forward, carrying a prayer through the land. And even the wind seems to listen as they murmur. May division soften, may fear loosen. May we remember we belong to one another. Step by step, we walk for peace. Step by step, may hatred cease. Step by step, may every home know calm. Step by step, may every heart be held in open palm. Night falls. The sky becomes a great blue bowl of prayer. Aloka curls beside the monks, her small body warm with trust. They rest, hands folded, whispering into the darkness. May tomorrow be kinder. May the road lead to harmony. May peace return to every home, every nation, every soul. We walk for peace. Until peace walks with us. Until peace walks with us. We want till peace walks.
We bring the awareness of peace, loving kindness, compassion, hope, and hopefully that our country, our world will be healed. Hope that everyone will live in harmony. Each and every step that the monks are making every day, from 20 to 25 miles, we are practicing mindfulness on each and every step that we make. Peace will never happen if we don't pause, stop everything we're doing for a moment, and look within. Peace only happens when you pause, pay attention to your breath, to what you are doing, just for a moment. Otherwise, it won't happen. We don't expect this world, the government official.
That really is amazing to hear, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, 20 to 25 miles a day these monks are walking, and they still have everything it takes to do chanting and meditation at night before bed. You know, they're not falling asleep, and it's like, if the normal person does that, heaven forbid, they would be like, oh, you expect me to be up now too?
It's all about the dharmic meditative practices, like even as they're walking.
Yes.
The breathing, like just the simple act of like square breathing, counting the same breath in, holding out, holding, you know, saying it's like that rhythmic breathing kind of like gets you in that state where you don't even realize that your body's doing all this work.
Exactly.
And you're getting the oxygen to the muscles, whereas you normally like hold your breath in tense situations. So it's a win-win. But it's like, yeah, you get people that come off from an 8-hour day at work and they're like, oh, I'm too tired to pray, I'm too tired to meditate, I'm too tired to do any of these things. And it's like, but it doesn't have to be this way.
No, it doesn't.
20 miles a day.
That's amazing.
That's a lot.
Yes.
So, like, there's no reason that the average person couldn't take a note from this and just, like, do 10 minutes of meditation at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, because, like, my walk I did when I walked the canyon. How far do you think that was?
That was a lot. I don't know, that was a lot.
And I did that in the night.
That was probably at least 10 miles. But you've got the curves and
Yeah.
like
I was blistered on my feet and stuff because I wasn't in the right shoes. I wasn't set at all for that one.
And you weren't, like, they're walking a certain pace.
Yeah.
You know, like they're staying paced.
And they practiced for it. Mine wasn't, I didn't even know I was going to be doing it.
It was just like a thing. But that was back when we just started living the monastic life and you just didn't want to be down there. You just didn't want to be around those kinds of people and shit. So you did that. And it was like probably one of the stupidest things you've ever done. But I get it, you know. Like,
yeah, I wanted to be away and I didn't have a ride back up that night.
It was a change, you know.
Yeah.
It was like, that was a big change. It was really telling. Like, you could have just stayed down there, but you would have been hanging out with the same people that took narcotics and, you know.
Yeah, and I didn't want to deal with it.
And so, yeah, that's pretty telling that you'd rather blister yourself up before, you know, staying down there.
Yes.
And I was thinking, like, how much more of an impact this has than all of these people that are having protests and standing out there screaming and yelling and getting loud and holding your dumb little signs and stuff. Look at how much more of an impact this has with them just being quiet, walking, meeting with people, praying.
It really does.
Not having any sort of sense of resistance.
It brings a smile to people's faces too. To be able to see this and to know that somebody is willing to do this.
It's a 1,000-year-old way of life.
Yeah.
It's right there, right in
Like,
display, right in front of you.
Like they said, it's a Buddhist tradition too.
You know, and it's like right there.
Yes.
I mean, it's like happening. It's just like it happened thousands of years ago. It's happening right now, and that's amazing to me.
It is.
There is that other quote unquote Buddhist monk that you are trying to get dirt on because he's a con artist.
He's one of the biggest con artists, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a YouTube channel, and he's like mentoring these younger guys now.
They look like they're fucking terrified.
Yeah, what is his name again?
Tran Tri Dao. I'll find him and I'll put him in the links as well.
Yeah, because if you see him, he's He's been in jail before for different things.
Yes,
he's
he's
caught,
impersonated a doctor. He's impersonated
cop,
a police officer, a security guard,
and now he's trying to do this. He's like, "Oh, I changed," but you can tell
but
he
doesn't.
hasn't.
He doesn't go into details about what his past was, so you know that he hasn't changed. And it's like he doesn't have that same light.
Yeah,
Like, these people look light.
they do.
Not just like the color, like but
I know. But they glow.
No, that's not just that. I'm talking about like a feather. Like they just.
Oh,
like,
yes,
it's
yes.
Like nothing bothers them, And this other guy, he's very shifty and he looks very troubled by the world. And if he was truly one of them,
he would be just as light.
Right. And
yes.
He goes to protests and stuff, and he tries to advocate for the LGBT and all this and everything. And he says these really aggressive things like, well, if you want to get at them, you're going to have to go through me.
Yep.
And it's like, that is not how it's done. This is how it's done.
Yes, he was at one of the gay pride parades.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Trying to advocate for LGBT, and he's just like, that's not the way.
No.
That's not the Dao. That's
no.
not.
It's not the way that he's supposed to be following. That he's supposed to be so well set on a path.
Yes, he said that he was at monastery for like 20 years. Well, he was in jail.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference.
No, there
you can
is.
meditate and you can learn things, but he would be very open about it, and he would be very light in his demeanor if it was true. And he's always buying things. He's always trying to fundraise, and yet he's not supposed to accept money, and he's not supposed to accept gifts. And
that's how you can tell how fake he is.
Right. And
because none of that stuff should happen.
Yeah, and he's always going and bragging about, oh, well, I learned in the most strictest discipline of all Buddhism and all. And it's like, you fucking did not. You didn't.
No.
Like, you know enough to make it seem so that white people don't understand, like, what they're looking at, and they think that's what you're doing. And you are not that. Never have I not seen a Buddhist monk who doesn't have that lightness.
I know.
And he doesn't have that lightness.
Exactly. So that's how you can tell he's fake. And, I feel so bad for the kids that he's quote-unquote mentoring.
Yes. They look terrified.
I mean, it's a shame, a crying shame.
Yeah, we'll cover them. Maybe we'll do, like, Monastic Mondays, and we can cover some of the stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're going to be trying to cover these guys until the end of their journey.
So how long? Okay, yeah. So we'll have a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
They're in Louisiana now.
Yes.
And then we'll cover, like, the false monastic.
Yes.
That's what I call them. I call them the false monastic.
Perfect.
Because that's so detrimental, not only for these kinds of people, but for people like us that
I know.
Really,
it
really
is.
try to, like, make this happen, Like,
yep.
Sorry, he did something to the phone.
I can tell it's out of it, but it's fine. But yeah, so let's continue this one.
What do you want?
To bring peace to us, but we need to bring peace to us. Once we are at peace, we can radiate that. We can share that peace to our loved one, to our society, to our city, state, our country, and the whole world. So I hope that with this message, all of us will take into action. You can join our journey, join the Mahasangha by walking with us mentally, by doing one thing each and every morning when you wake up. Please, the first thing in the morning, get a piece of paper, a pen, write down one statement. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Peace only begins within. And please, throughout the day, be mindful with what you are doing, one task at a time. And I hope that everyone will be at peace each and every day. Namo
This is truly amazing watching these monks the way that they are. And you're going to see why it's very dangerous as far as at night after this clip. We've got a couple about a accident that these guys had. And why at nighttime it starts to get a lot more dangerous. So we'll move on to that as soon as this one's over, and you'll get to see.
Also, I want to point out attention to the two of them that are walking in the back. I don't know if they're just alkalites
Yeah,
or if they're from a different order.
yeah, I'm not sure either. I would like to know more about
Yeah,
that.
they're wearing a different color, and they're also wearing a kaftan style, which is more like our style,
Yeah,
rather than the traditional Buddhist monk robes that these guys are wearing.
so if anybody joins in and knows any more on the two that are in the back that are in different colors,
Yeah.
let us know. If you know about that's awesome. You know, you can either say it in the chat or you can do it if you're watching this later.
Just
on
let
the
us know if
comments.
you know what's up with that, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just acolytes, maybe they're just helpers or something. But even the fabric is different. Like it's a
Yes,
lighter
it
fabric.
is. I know, it's very interesting.
And yeah.
Also breaking right now, a group of Buddhist monks participating in a cross-country peace walk were hit tonight in a...
All right, it's so awesome to watch that and to see the way that the monks are. The interaction, the way that the people really admire them.
Yes.
The way that they move, the way that they walk. I mean, every single thing about them is so just flowing. Like you said, feather, just...
Yeah, they're just peaceful.
Yes.
You know, it's like we're cut from a different cloth. We're different. We study different things. But Buddhist monks always have this like a childlike
Yes.
way about it. It's childlike and it's timeless at the same time. It seems ancient.
It
but
does.
Innocent. You know, it's like it's like a crazy combination of that. There's just nothing else like it in the world.
I know, there isn't.
And it's like there's all kinds of different monks from all kinds of different things. Like, but I don't see that with any other sect of monkhood besides theirs.
I know. I don't either.
I've seen Christian monks and Catholic monks, and it's like they're funny and they're like they're nice, but it's like they still have like this wide range of humanism to them. These guys are like collective, you know.
I know they really are.
In sync, total like package. You know, that's really interesting.
And it's like I said, just to see them, like they'll look at the camera and just light up.
Yes.
Just see the glee in them.
Yes.
It really is amazing.
It really is. It's crazy.
And I noticed at one point we had 3 people watching. So it's like, if you're out there, thank you for stopping by and watching, and feel free to chat in the room.
Yes.
We don't mind. We don't bite hard. So you're all welcome here. But yes, this is really amazing. So I'll mute the mic again, and we're gonna go over the car accident that one of their pilot cars ended up hitting 2 of the monks from somebody else slamming into them.
Yeah.
So just check this out.
Multi-vehicle accident. It happened as they were walking along U.S. Highway 90, just east of the Grand Parkway near Dayton. At least 2 of those monks went to the hospital with injuries. KPRC2 News' Corley Peel is live near the scene with what we know tonight. Corley.
Keith, fortunately, the Buddhist monks that were injured are expected to be okay. And in the last 15 minutes, I did hear from their spokesperson who says they're still gathering more information about their conditions, but that crash scene did clear out here earlier tonight. You can see it is dark behind me, but back here on US 90 is where that crash happened earlier this evening. But take a look at this video from earlier. Our KPRC2 News community partner, Grizzly's Hood News, posted this video on social media showing moments after the crash. You can see a white car that is heavily damaged. Dayton police tell me that the car was escorting a group of about a dozen Buddhist monks, and they were walking on the shoulder. The car was driving slow, following the group with its hazards on. Police say a truck hit the car, pushing the car into the group, injuring 2 Buddhist monks. One was life-flighted and had injuries to his lower body. Another had minor injuries and was taken to the hospital. The rest of the group did manage to move to a campsite, and we got video of that campsite earlier this evening.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had a talking point and our son.
Just
Yeah.
pause it for a second. Mute it for a second.
Sorry, it was changing time. Anyway, yes, this accident was really bad from what I've seen so far on it. One of the monks is walking with them to this day right now. He was on crutches, I saw, for a couple of days, and it's one of the ones that we're wondering about. He had the longer hair and he's got the other robe on. From what I've seen, he was one of them that got hit, and it wasn't so bad. But another one who isn't with him anymore, he had life-threatening injuries from what had been said.
I think there's a follow-up on the next one.
Okay, so maybe more information on it. But yeah, it was a really bad one. And that's why people really need to know the rules of the road and really observe it. I know that so many people can just get caught up in their day-to-day motions and just go through, and you have accidents because, you're not paying attention for 1 minute. You get the real big idiots that drink and drive.
This is one of the things that I learned from the Buddhist and the Tibetan monks is mindfulness.
Yes.
Be mindful in all things. It's like, don't just be driving mindlessly, be mindful of it, everything that you do.
That is the biggest thing.
And that could avoid, so this was a lesson, to
Yes.
that driver and everything, because.
I mean, now he's got to understand what he hit.
Yes.
I mean, that's big.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it started a lot of fucking, chaos and everything between other people, because they were heading to Fort Worth, I think, after that. And they're like, oh, well, you're welcome here. Unlike those people in Dayton, they did this.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but it was, not on purpose.
It wasn't, no, it was not on purpose. It was somebody not paying attention.
Put them against each other.
And from what it said, the guy stayed at the scene the whole time.
Yeah.
He took responsibility.
Yeah.
And he was very cooperative with the police.
It was a lesson.
Yes.
That's what they do, you know.
And I mean, that's all that you can ask for. If somebody does something like that, then just stay, you know, do your current the what do you call it, consequences. Have your consequences.
Take accountability.
Take accountability and go through it. That's the biggest thing that you can do.
Evening, and that is where they are resting for the rest of the night. Police say the group includes men from all over the world. We did stop by that campsite earlier and kept a safe distance from them, giving them their space. KPRC 2 News was also there when the group made a stop in Houston last week. The group has been on a pilgrimage since October 26th. They started in Fort Worth and they plan to make their way to Washington, D.C. Dayton police say the driver of the car that was escorting the monks, they did get checked out for the injuries. They're expected to be okay. The driver of the truck did stay at the scene, and police say this is an ongoing investigation. The spokesperson for the group tells me that they're still working with police to find out more details and more information. They said they will be speaking out more once they get more of those details, but they are grateful for the community support tonight, especially knowing that the monks that were injured are expected to be okay. Reporting live from Dayton, Corley Peel, KPRC 2 News.
All right, that is a good update, Corley. Thank you.
New at 4 o'clock, a senior monk from Atlanta is in the hospital with serious injuries. A driver hit him while he was on a peace walk. The monk was hit in Dayton, Texas, just outside of Houston.
Hey, Sancho, it's good to see you. Yes, you made it in time. We've still got one other whole section to go through. He said, I hope I made it in time. How are all my little monks?
They're doing good. These ones here, not so much. They got right over it.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Channel 2's Tom Jones spoke to his attorney, who says he has a long road to recovery.
A group of monks surrounded senior Atlanta monk Dom Famason as he recovered in the hospital from a serious collision that could have cost him his life.
It did require life-saving medical intervention.
Famason is a well-known monk at the Wat Leao Buddha Kante Temple in Snellville. He was among several monks in Texas November 19th near Dayton on a Walk for Peace journey to Washington, D.C. It was around 6 that evening. The monks were walking on the highway, according to the temple's attorney.
They have a escort vehicle, and there was an escort vehicle that had license hazards on.
Police say a pickup truck driver hit the escort car, and that car slammed into Famason.
He's very severely injured. The extent of his injuries is fairly serious. He's got a long road ahead of him.
A second monk suffered less serious injuries. Famason has received an outpouring of love and support from all over. Several monks have been by his side praying for him. The senior Atlanta monk was walking in conjunction with the organization Walk for Peace. Even though he was severely injured, Famason urged the monks to continue spreading peace without him.
He spoke with the other members of the group, and he said his prayers, his heart is with them, and that he wants them to complete and finish the walk.
Reporting for Channel 2 Action News, I'm Tom Jones.
Yes, Sancho, we love the video that you posted with throwing that guy off of the boat, like, way far.
That was funny.
That was funny.
It was great.
All right, so that was all of the story that I have of these monks. Like I said, I will be following the story. We'll probably do like Monday catch up about them, seeing how they're doing. We got a couple more weeks left of them doing this, so we'll see what happens. But we have another new story to cover, and this one.
It's about a non-monastic monk.
Yes.
He's a nomadic monk. He travels everywhere with his mule and just lives like day to day, and it's just his way of life. It's his nomadic way of life, has been for years. And he recently had interaction with Kern County Animal Control, which we have a long-standing history with,
Yes.
and it just frosted me. It's like this is like stupid. So.
And I mean, this poor guy has had so many other issues with law enforcement. I think animal control of another county, because I mean, he's all up and down California. He even goes to the East Coast.
Yeah.
He walks. That's all he does with his mule and himself. And you know, he doesn't have a house. He doesn't own any property. He walks. That's what he does.
It's off of the land, stays at some people's properties from time to time.
He passes right by ours all the time.
And you just walk through. You had some footage of him yourself, and
Yeah.
Just a couple months ago, I think September.
Yeah, he's an amazing guy. I've talked to him a couple of times.
Very introverted, very, very antisocial, very
Yeah.
uncomfortable around any kind of person.
Yep.
And you'll see that when he has to go in and to deal with the director of animal control.
Yeah, the director's a coward.
And he's like, sorry, that's not a most like thing to say, but it just
No.
What?
So
So
we'll,
he's a-
I'm not gonna mute it because we gotta read stuff. And
Yeah, you can read what I posted from this channel.
yeah, this is on Guru's channel. It's this is par for the course for Kern County, KCAC, and Colin both. They send officers out when they think they can make some good money off of people just living life among the animals as we have for thousands of years, but did absolutely nothing to follow up with the dog that tore me open, even when we provided proof. And then I don't have.
It's just show more.
Yeah.
It'll go back.
Yeah, now we're at a different one
Oh.
that you opened up. But anyway, I'll go to this one and then the Shanky goes down and does that one. Yeah, Colin evaded the issue, but did not offer any form of apology. The reason the officer didn't just move on and left a citation anyway is because it makes it harder to sue them. If they keep coming out and finding nothing wrong, they can be sued for harassment. So they find something wrong. Some reason to leave a citation every single time. It's a way to cover their asses. The fact is, KCAC officers are not well versed in the law and go solely off what their intrepid supervisor says. And that's
Every
so
time.
true.
Every time.
Every single time, these people are idiots.
And for just years and years and years, 20, almost 30 years, that's what I always hear. It's like, well, I have to talk to my supervisor about that. I have to talk to my supervisor.
And then nothing comes of it.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't really care about it. I don't really care, but my supervisor wants this. My supervisor wants it. Well, then send him.
Yeah.
Let me talk to
Yeah,
him.
get him up here so we can deal with this once and for all.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. You
But
know,
they
they
don't-
never
no.
will
No.
because the more they send people out, the more money that they could possibly get.
Yeah.
Let's see. Should we go back down and I'll finish that one. Oh, it went to the thing.
Okay, well, that's fine. If you guys want, just go into the Facebook and
Yeah.
you can see what I wrote.
Okay, this is from Three Mules himself. Okay, this is 3mules.com. You should go check it out. Great.
I put a link in the description.
Yeah, there's a link in the description. Guy's great. You know, he's looking for a new mule right now. So if anybody's out there that has one that's watching, please get a hold of him. I mean, donations are greatly appreciated for him. I mean, if we had something, I would help donate an animal to him.
It's so funny because that's what Guru likes to do on Minecraft, and that's what he kind of was talking about wanting to do with his life is to travel around with a mule.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy that does it. It's like so weird that there's this calling for some of this to do that.
I know, and he's gotten to talk to the guy too.
Yes.
It says Kern County Animal Service notification of intent to seize animal. The journey has been on pause in Kern County, California, as we rest and repair gear. As we wait, the mules have been invited guests on private property of a longtime friend, Lori Ann Wiley. On November 24th, 2025, something unexpected happened that reminded us how fragile the right to live freely is. And that's just it. It is being violated by the points. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And like in our situation, we're on our own property.
Yeah.
We're not breaking any laws outside of this property. We're not breaking any laws on this property.
Nope.
But yet they come and they come and they come and they come and they just don't stop.
No, they don't.
Don't start it. But and then he has the right to pursue his life and happiness of walking and traveling a nomadic lifestyle. He's not hurting anybody.
No.
He's not breaking the laws. He is following as he should.
Yes.
And they come and they come and they come. They just like harass. That's all they do is harass. And it's like they're just trying to put a stop to that kind of way of life.
They are.
Yeah.
They really are, because that way of life they have no control over. And that's another thing, is that animal control has literally told us that you have to live on a property for 6 months and have had residents at that address for 6 months for them to do anything. And yet here they are with a guy who's just staying there for a week, and they're trying to enforce stuff on him.
I mean, and they came right out for that, didn't they?
Yeah.
But it takes months for them to come out and take care of actual problems.
Yes.
Because like if they can make money off of you, they'll do it. And they know that this guy has a following. They know that he has like people that bailed him out before. So it's like, why not? Why don't we just why don't we try to make some money off of him?
Exactly.
Ooh.
Okay, how fragile the right to live freely and traveling by horse can be. The visit from animal control. While I was on the driveway sorting through the pack gear, a Kern County Animal Control vehicle pulled up. Officer B. Tipton, badge number 846.
Just 46. Just
Oh, 46. Okay.
Don't they all seem like they're 46?
Yeah, it does. Sorry, the number sign looked like an 8 to me when I was looking.
There's no
approached me and asked if the mule belonged to me. I said yes. He explained that neighbors had called, concerned about the mule had no shelter. Okay. I was surprised. Rosie doesn't need shelter. She's fine. The officer insisted that Kern County law requires horses to have shelters from the elements. I'm thinking we're in clear, sunny Bakersfield with mild temperatures. Rosie has grown her thick winter coat. I sleep outside in the same weather temperature as Rosie, and I don't have a fur coat.
I mean, I went through this shit when we were in Bodfish too. Somebody was always calling because the horses didn't have shelter. Well, they had trees and they had blankets,
Yes.
both of which kept them out of the elements. And I told the guy, I'm like, show me where it says that they need a shelter.
I know.
And he's like, you're right. He's like, because there's like all these people that have cattle and everything, and they don't have shelter. By law, they're supposed to have shelter. So I'm like, yeah, so who are you going to go after there? And what about the wild horses and burros? Who's going to be taking care of them with their shelters? And
I know. That's
bullshit.
exactly right.
Bullshit. They're animals. They're like hardy animals.
Sancho said, guys, remember I said that I opted to be a wildlife firefighter?
Yes.
Apparently I have to wait for 4 to 6 months for that. Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Yep.
But I mean, that should be pretty good, because that should be right in time for next year's fire season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's the main points that you work is going to be fire season.
We'll be praying for you on that, though.
Yeah.
It's not an eternity. That's good.
I'll look forward to you coming up and having to take care of the areas around here.
Exactly.
Officer Tipton went back to his truck to write a citation. He exited his truck, walked onto the private property to post the citation on the front door, and told me I had 2 days to provide shelter for my mule, Rosie, or she would be impounded. The notification. After he left, I took a photo of the yellow piece of paper from Kern County Animal Services. Yeah, it's a fucking joke. Pardon my language, but they've overstepped boundaries so many times. We know this piece of paper all too well. And it's absolutely ridiculous. Hi. Oh, papers. Notification. Well, you guys can kind of read it, but this whole thing, it's just the whole thing about
he
what
talks about it in the video. You'll see it.
Yeah. Okay. He also posted a yellow paper titled "Notice to Comply." Paper that was checked inadequate/no shelter with written remarks. You know, it's just like cops having to, you know, meet their quota for citations and stuff. That's exactly what it is.
It's exactly that. And like I said, you'll see with Cullen, the supervisor, he sits there and pretty much rolls over on the officer. But we know from experience that it all comes down to him. It's what he wants.
Yeah.
And people are saying, well, this officer is a tyrant and he needs to be stopped and everything. It's like, no, it's the fucking director.
Yeah, it's the director that needs to be stopped.
He even talked about us on the damn news.
Yeah, he did.
Back when we first started breeding dogs for the monastery.
Yeah.
And I have the laws. The laws are still the same. I saw it in this whole group of stuff here that he has. This whole page. And it's like, you're not allowed to breed dogs. No, we're allowed to breed one litter per year. Per female. One litter per year, no matter how many females you have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And then they're like, oh, well then, well, you can't sell them. We're not selling them. We give them away. you know? So it's like, but they were like, oh, well, these people just don't know. They don't know about the ordinances. We had one organization, and they even started a website and everything, and it's just because they didn't know. No, you guys don't know.
Yeah,
they don't know.
We've studied a lot.
Exactly.
To get around it all.
It's their laws.
Yes. Sancho just said, I've been coming across people like very young family members that mock Charlie Kirk for some reason. That's so sad.
Oh, we have to cover that Sunday too. I got a whole thing about that.
It's terrible. I mean, it truly is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not right.
No, nobody should mock the dead.
No. One of our neighbors that used to cause me a great deal of grief, he just recently passed away, and while I feel relief for it, I'm certainly not going to celebrate it. It's just good. That book
that's not on us.
No, it's on them now.
He has to pass the gates of, you know, wherever he's going.
Exactly.
That's not on us anymore. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I feel
we wash our hands of it.
But it's like I'm not going to celebrate it.
Yeah.
It's the book is closed.
Yep.
You know?
Let me get it to this point, and then we'll go over the rest. Since the mules had only 2 days to respond to the notification of intent to seize animal, the mules had to respond. Lori, savvy with the law, researched the matter and sent emails to Kern County Animal Services and the Kern County Board of Supervisors. On Tuesday, November 26th, the mules walked 3 to 5 miles, about 2 hours, to Kern County Animal Service and delivered our response to their charge to Nick Collins, the director of Kern County Animal Services. We called in advance to notify them that we were going there. After waiting for about 15 minutes, Director Collins finally came out and said that our issue had been abated and that our mule would not be seized. We requested this in writing, and he gave us a document stating compliance verified, situation abated.
But still in the folder somewhere.
Yep. He pointed out on the document that the memo section on what the person was complaining about, barking dog / complaint from form, reason for complaint, mule abuse / neglect, and said it was in the animal care ordinance as well. He provided the additional pages below on animal services requirements with 7.08110F highlighted.
Same thing.
All persons shall provide proper shelter and protection from the weather for all animals at all times.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah. Just listen to his response with it. It's so. Shh. Oh, I didn't see this. The Kern County Animal Services activity card / complaint. So this is their complaint, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to open it up and see it? Yeah.
No. I think I scanned through a bit.
Wow, it's a long one.
Well, that's the law I think I was talking
Okay,
about.
yeah. I
That's
see
the
that.
same law that we've been like gotten on, and that's the one that said like either animal
Yeah,
abuse, breeding, selling, shelter, all kinds of shit. Very big.
yes.
You don't need to take that out.
What?
You don't need to take that out.
Take what out? Oh,
I mean, the
yeah,
meetings,
because it's
I mean.
almost done.
It's just done.
We said that it doesn't apply to us since the ordinance applies to an animal that is sick or in extreme weather conditions. We also told him that before a complaint is acted upon, it should be investigated, and there was no investigation. Director Colon said, "To be honest with you, if you read the law, it's vague, and if you provide shelter, they'll still stand outside. We did abate it, and you got proof of that." We then left Kern County Animal Services shortly after 4 p.m. and walked 2 hours back to where we are staying. Attending to this situation took up 3 days' time and mental stress for myself and my host family. The monk lost 3 days needed to work on our gear, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm. They fuck you up.
Yeah, you know, it's like he said. Oh well, it's vague.
And yeah, you got proof of it. It's abated. It's like, yeah, until next time.
Yeah,
And no apologies.
no.
No, oh, I will talk with my team about that. No, okay, now they're on notice. Now they're on record. No, it's abated this time.
Yes.
You know, and it's like next time you come through, it'll be something else.
Yeah, I will, because they'll just know. Okay, well they're savvy with the law, so we got to get better at this.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, do you remember? It's like it screwed me up so bad. It's like I won't even go outside at certain times of the day.
I know.
Because I know when they show up, and it's like it screwed up my entire.
Yes.
And just like with the horses before, I had this beautiful round pen, and I had a whole situation where I take them from the stall and bring them to the round pen, and they'd be out there, and then I put them at night. Well, when they saw them, they were in the shed,
Yeah.
and that shed's not big enough. So then I went and rearranged everything, and they broke all of my pieces, and everybody got attacked. And then they came out, and they're like, well, then now they're neglected, now they're abused.
Yeah.
It's like I did everything that they wanted me to do, and I never should have,
No.
just for them to put that on me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I should have just kept doing it the way it was, because it was working.
I know. It was. But see,
You live and
this
you
is
learn.
before we knew how to handle the situation.
Yeah, I was only like in my early 20s.
Yeah.
You know, I just moved here. We had Tristan. He was very young. You
Yeah.
know?
And we thought, well, just do what they say, and we'll, that way nothing can be said.
And it screwed me up.
But we didn't. Yeah, we didn't account for a lot.
It's
So
screwed. But now I know.
yeah,
You
now we know. Don't trust them.
Mm-mm.
Challenging the illegal citation. We had 1 day to contest and research the law, as the threat to seize Rosie was in 2 days.
Yeah, they weren't gonna do it.
No, the mules thank Lori for her work in helping with the research, writing the letter in support of us, and accompanying the mules in the visit to Kern County Animal Services. I gotta say, that's a good friend too.
Mm-hmm.
She did an awesome job.
Yeah.
He said, "Okay, I'm back. I'm uploading ridiculous gameplay." we'll look forward to watching it later. Like I said, we had a good time watching the one that you did where you threw the person off. The California Penalty Code 597 is the primary statute used by the law enforcement, including Kern County Animal Service, to address animal neglect and cruelty.
Yeah, it's the same. It's that one blanket
Yeah.
statement I was telling you about. And that got us in trouble with the court.
Yeah.
Luckily, we had a good officer at the time, and she corrected them.
Yeah, she did.
I really
They took that one
I
to
really
court.
did.
Okay, I'll leave it here so you guys can read it for 1 second. It's oh well, you can go back up and read it. It's the whole law. It's stated it there.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Yeah, a guide minimum standard of horse care in the state of California. Yada yada. It's all there. Just if you need to slow it down to read it.
Or just go to his website. You know, it's the same thing at the website. Mostly I wanted to get down to the video this year.
Yeah. Shelter requirement, and that's still all this. It's still all of that. It's just that it's a long one. Okay. The bigger picture. This wasn't the first time we've received notices or threats. Each time, the matter has been resolved with explanation and evidence. The complaint that Kern County Animal Services received from a concerned citizen was of mule abuse / neglect. Rosie shows no sign of distress, weight loss, or illness. In fact, the officer himself acknowledged that Rosie was in great shape. So if Rosie is in great shape, why didn't the officer move on and go away instead of issuing a citation to seize the animal? He should have just looked the other situation over and left. Instead, Kern County Animal Service Officer Tipton was asserting his power to harass me and illegally seize my mule.
No, because if they go out there,
Yeah, they
they're
have
gonna
to find
leave
a reason.
very rarely have they ever just come and just walked away, just gone
Yeah.
away. Like they have to at least leave one yellow paper. Because if they don't do that, they can get sued for harassment.
Exactly.
But if they leave a paper and it's like, no, see, there was a valid reason for us to be there. I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was cleared up. But, you know, I mean, they brought a whole SWAT team.
Yeah, they did.
And then they
Yes.
walked away with nothing.
Yeah.
Because everything was fine. So it's like, why do they come out here on somebody else's word? Somebody who's never even stepped foot on my property.
Exactly.
But then they can't take our word, even if we provide pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
No, we have to see it for ourselves. So we know.
And it's like,
No, you don't.
you can see it. You can see it from
Yeah.
the gate. And then she says, no, well, we can't go over here and look over the fence. And then the next officer goes around and looks through the fence. It's like each officer is different. We have to
Exactly.
go through it every single time. You
Yeah.
know, and it's going to be the same way for him now that he's on their radar.
I know. It's unfortunate. The issue highlights a growing tension. More laws are being created that restrict the right to move freely in the way we choose. For us, living outside with the mules isn't neglect, it's a centuries-old way of life, and that's just it.
Yeah.
People need to understand the ways of life.
And I mean, for us, it's being to live monastically away from people and
Yeah.
not have our way of life being infringed upon.
But you always have these idiots that want to think that they are better. And so it's like, oh, well, I see something that looks like neglect. You know,
Right.
I see
Right.
something
They
that
don't know
looks like
nothing.
neglect.
Or they just don't
So
like
I'm
you.
calling.
They just don't like you, and
Yeah.
they do it because out of spite. Because they always say, well, they were concerned, and it's like, no, they weren't. You
No.
know damn well they weren't. They at one point said that I was skinning and eating cats.
Yeah,
You know, so they made up the most egregious shit just to come out here and get on the property.
exactly.
You know, so it's like, no, they're just, some people are just assholes.
They are.
You know, and some people just lie.
Yeah.
And that's, like, that happens.
It does.
You know?
Okay, conclusion. The mules remain happy, healthy, and in transit, just as we have been for decades. The citation was evaded, but for encounter is a reminder of how important it all is for citizens living in the United States of America to defend the freedom to live simply, peacefully, and legally out on the open road. The mules believe the above documented experience with California Animal control laws clearly demonstrate a hidden agenda. The metropolis is after all the space for its building and machines. Let me get this down. It has no intention of sharing it with other modes of living. This is a threat to all who live and cherish the age-old sacred relationship between human beings and horse. Horse ownership requires a certain amount of space, and the metropolis needs and wants. The metropolis is plotting and scheming to destroy this sacred relationship between man and horse. To repeat myself, this experience that the three mules just had with animal control clearly demonstrates the metropolis' real intentions in passing these laws that are vague and subject to a wide range of interests. Exactly. That's exactly right.
Whether you're nomadic or you're monastic or you just want to live your life according to your own laws and rules, no, they want to push you out. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to entertain it. They roll their eyes and be like, well, that was then and this is now, and now we know better.
Yes.
Get with the times. Why?
Exactly.
Okay,
Sancho said, Long Walker family. Thought I should tell you that me and my close friend, who is Asian, were talking about blacks being violent to everyone, especially Asians. There's a lot of Asians getting hurt.
That's interesting because today I was talking about the general IQ of different races. And I had previously thought that the average IQ for African Americans was 95. I found out today that it is in fact 85. And 70 is what they consider to be disabled, retardation. So they're 15 points above that.
Yes.
And Asian Americans have the highest IQ, which is around 110, I think, 110 to 115 on average, with whites and Hispanics being right in the middle at 100. So it would make sense that the lower intelligent ones would be going after the higher intelligent ones, because I can't explain how many African Americans they want to be everything but what they are. They claim to be Egyptians, they claim to be Native Americans, they claim to be Chinese, they claim to be Hebrew, everything but a sub-Saharan or West African or South African descent. And I don't know why, but they have cultural appropriation it's crazy.
Well, because they're trying to find something better to be.
But there's nothing wrong with it.
No, there isn't. But in their minds there is. I don't know why. But they think that.
Well, then that tells you that they're insecure as hell.
Yeah.
And it's the Egyptian and Native American one really gets me. So if they have a low IQ of only 85, then of course they're going to be going after the Asians.
Yes. That's exactly right. Okay, let's see. Hopefully we'll see the video soon.
You can just skip to. You can have people go and read this on their own if they want to. You got the main points. That way you can mute it.
There's the comments now.
Yeah. Because they're going to get loud and I can't keep them shut up.
Okay. We're here.
Did you mute it?
No.
I told you to.
What do you got there, Mule?
Paperwork given to us by Kern County Animal Control Services regarding shelter for Rosie, and we not having that.
So that's your response to their documents that they gave to you?
Yes.
That's your response?
That's our response.
And
we're
then
post it on our Facebook page for all to read and understand.
all right, well, let's get in there before they close then at 4 o'clock, because it's my understanding that they're threatening to come out tomorrow and take your animal.
Absolutely.
If you don't have shelter. So let's get that served, and then we can talk to your audience about why shelter is not necessary for this work animal.
Yeah. This.
Looks like you already have an audience. Yeah, do you want to talk to us a little bit while we wait for the director to come up about your response to this, about why a shelter?
And I mean, you can see it. This poor guy, he's so nervous, and he just doesn't like having to deal with it. And he shouldn't have to deal with it.
He's so uncomfortable around people. And
Yes.
it's like, for them to treat him the way that they do, I mean, he won't even, like, he doesn't even get an apology from the guy.
No, he doesn't. And that's one of the biggest things is this piece of crap won't even give him an apology for what has happened.
Not like, oh, we'll look into it better, we'll train people, now we know.
Yeah.
We're not going to come after you anymore. It's cool. We know you're on the radar now. Now we understand. No, it's just like he's just big city money.
Yes, and it was one thing to, be like, okay, if he would have been like, okay, I'm sorry, this won't happen again. We know, this officer was just, doing what he was supposed to, he thought.
Yeah.
But no. He says nothing of that.
And makes him wait for another 15 minutes when he gets there anyway.
Yeah. So watch this.
It's not necessary
Yeah.
for your mule.
Yes. Rosie's a strong, healthy mule with a winter coat of hair, which insulates her from any cold that she might endure. But this is California. This is the Central Valley of California. And believe me, no horse or mule requires any kind of shelter unless maybe they're sick.
Or if there's extreme conditions.
Yeah.
And like you pointed out, if they're sick, something else that I wondered if you thought of as well is that Rosie's acclimated to these conditions. You live outside all day, every day?
Yeah, this is nothing new. We've been up in the mountains where it does get cold. It doesn't bother them. They're made for this kind of weather.
And wouldn't you also argue that by caving into an unlawful directive or order would actually hamper her health? Like if you started to...
Yeah. He's recommending being outside and traveling and this way of life. This is what she knows, and you put her in a cage behind four walls. Now that's not good for her. That's not good for anybody. Nobody wants to admit it, but it's not good for animals or humans unless they're in conditions that require it.
Exactly. And as you mentioned, it represents this ages-old way of life that's been passed down for generations. It's how early man lived, right?
Yeah.
And it's how they traveled, right? Thank you. Okay, abated meaning you're not going to come
Correct.
unlawfully take his mule?
In any way, shape, or form. No.
Great,
Because
excellent.
the correction has been abated. So it looks like the animal was moved.
No, thanks for walking your ass out here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Colin right here who just walked up.
Memorize his face.
Yeah, memorize his face. He is a pain in the butt. He should be fired from animal services. We've been dealing with him for a while, but You know, he just wants to go and cause issues for everybody.
Make a shit ton of
And he rolls over on his officers here.
Look, and like I was telling LongWalker, he doesn't even come out and give John a handshake.
No.
Or say, you know, hey, welcome. I'm Colin. I'm the director here. Thank you for coming out. I know you had to walk a while to get here. None of that. None of that.
No. He just simply
I'm
just
here
starts
now.
going, okay, we evaded it. It's fine, whatever, leave.
What are your other 3 wishes?
Yeah. This guy is way too entitled.
Always been moved. It's in transit. That'll explain everything.
Okay, we need some kind of paperwork. We need some paperwork.
I can't bear.
He wants it in writing that it's been evaded.
I'll print some up for you.
You have my email there.
I just hand it to you right now.
Okay, Neil, you want to wait?
Yeah, just give me a minute.
Okay. So it looks like it's been abated. Whatever allegations have been launched against us, and it looks like nobody's going to be coming out tomorrow to unlawfully impound the mules. Nick Cullen just told me that call's been abated. So looks like maybe somebody saw the post and did the right thing. That's good news. So Mule's just waiting to get that in writing.
That the activity was verified compliance and that the situation was abated. Okay. And just for future reference, this is what the person was complaining about. This is in the animal care ordinance.
We're not putting guilt into that because it doesn't apply to us.
I'm sorry?
We're not putting any kind of guilt to this. It just doesn't apply to us. This applies to an animal that's either sick or, under extreme conditions, freezing cold or something like that. This animal is not under any of those conditions.
Okay.
And I think before a complaint is acted upon, it should be investigated. And there was no investigation, and that's why we felt like there was no due process. Like your guy came out, your guy was on his haunches, he was ready to issue the threat. 2 days later, like even if it was a legitimate complaint, 2 days is unreasonable.
And to be honest with you, if you read that law,
It's big.
it is.
It is. And if you look at what
And
UC
if you
Davis,
own horses, we know that you can
you can
provide.
provide it, and they're going to stand out, and that's what my letter talks
This is what
about.
happens with vague laws.
I agree.
It
They're
snares
used
people.
to
That's
attack
why they're
people.
vague. That's why they're vague.
And they're
we
used.
Did it, we did abate it. And
You did the right
We
thing.
got proof of that.
You did the right thing. Excellent.
All right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, folks, as you can see, a nosy Nelly neighbor complained, and the complaint automatically led to somebody coming out and making a threat. And you can see that once it was brought to the director's attention, that he wasn't down with that.
It's taken both your day and my day to deal with it.
And their day. And this is the kind of stuff we talk about with vague laws and how they consume people's time and the taxpayers' money unnecessarily.
Right.
So, and now the mule is free to continue about his journey, which is how he lives his life. So you want to head on over there, Mule, and put that up underneath there and head on over there. Mule's gonna get to getting. He's got places to be, as you can see. So thank you for following the journey. Thank you for supporting the journey. As you can see, Mule's going to clean that up, and we're out of here.
See, and that's just it. And no, Colin was by no means not down with that. This was his idea.
He's been behind this
He's
shit.
been behind this since day one. So no matter what you want to say, he just got caught in the whole lie, and he had to fix it.
Yeah, because he didn't even try to correct him about
No.
the laws or anything.
No, he didn't.
Like when he says, well, that doesn't apply to us because it has to be for sick animals, or he should have been like, well, no, technically the law does say that any animal in Kern County has to have a shelter, but he didn't say that. He just said, like a freaking chicken shit. And it's like, I know it's him. You've talked to him on the phone, and I've known 5 or 6 different officers in the time that he's been the director, and every single one of them says the exact same thing. It's like, well, my supervisor is the one that's pushing this. I really don't care, but the supervisor wants that. The supervisor hears this. The supervisor hears that. So it's him.
Exactly.
And it's like, if it's not him, what, you don't have any control over any of your officers?
Exactly.
You know, tell me why that they have a turnover rate of like 1 every maximum of 4 to 5 years here.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
You know, I knew Maze and Green for like freaking like 15 years, and then all of a sudden it's like
boom, 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 boom. We went through a new one every.
Who's this? Who's this one? A different one.
And it's like we have to go through this process because we leave notes for them. And we have to go through this process every single time because it's a new officer. Well, we don't have the old case file to know that this is what happened, and we have to see for ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's like every single time.
So you get it all established with one officer, and then a new officer comes along and it starts all over again.
Yes.
You know, and we were he was talking about like his way of life. His way of life is even out there in Caesar's world. We're not even out in Caesar's world.
No.
We're living here away from people, not participating in any of the bullshit, not trying to run a business, not trying to make money.
No.
Just completely separate from the world.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing.
We pay over $1,000 a year on taxes.
Yeah.
We pay their salary to come out and harass us. You know?
I know.
I mean, why am I paying property taxes and still having them come and try to force their way into my property just so they can verify?
I know, exactly.
False claims from nosy people, you know?
People that need to mind their own damn business.
Government overreach.
Yes.
To the highest.
And you know, the nosy neighbors are just people that need to mind their own business. They're so like not happy with their own lives that they're wanting to make somebody else miserable.
I'll hand it to Ashley, the one that turned into a bitch later on. When she first started, I have to hand it to her because when we were in Twin Oaks, I had one of my husky dogs, he clawed out of the pen, right? So I had to tie him up with a leash, and the leash was the only thing I had at the time. So I had to tie him up, run my ass to town to get stuff so I could fix the fencing. And in that short amount of time, somebody called because they said that the dog was tied up too short. She's like, it was a long driveway. So she gets up there, and she's like, okay, yeah, the dog is short. I'll leave a notice about that. But how would you guys know this if you didn't come all the way onto private property to see it with your own eyes?
Yes.
So she went down to Togs and walked in and pretty much told everybody in Togs that they need to mind their own damn business. Because she was like from out here and she knows how it was. She's like, you can't be going on to private property to
exactly.
Tell about this.
I mean, they might have binoculars.
No, but where he was tied, there's just no way.
Yeah, okay, well then,
he was way up by the house.
Yeah.
And there's like no way.
Yeah,
and
so.
She's like, how? But that was like 15 years ago.
I know.
You know, I know it's not like.
And we haven't had any issue for years.
No.
None of our animals have gotten away.
No, our dogs don't get out, but there's dogs that are all around here that are always loose.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything about that. Ours, the last time they even got out and was only for a couple of hours was when those babies got taken.
Yeah.
By coyotes. And that was it. And that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was one day for like not even an hour that they were out, and that was it. Prior to that, it had been 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
After that, it's been 3 years. So it's like they don't get out, they don't run around, they don't bite people, they don't bark at people, they don't do excessive barking. But I have dogs up the road that bark all the time. I have dogs that are running loose all the time.
Yeah.
I have dogs that have attacked our son. You know, and
nothing is done.
Yeah, that crossed me.
I know.
And it's all because we were compliant once.
Yeah.
And now they think that's just an easy way. And I'm not even going to get into the freaking false charges and stuff. Oh my God, that's a whole nother thing.
But people need to understand that you need to know your laws, your rights,
know
and
the law.
Stand firm by them, no matter what. What do you
gets
think
scary.
Jesus did? Jesus
Exactly.
took his punishments if they said that he did something.
Yeah.
He was like, then take me. You
And
know, if you're really going to do that, live with it and
And-
do it. I would gladly go to jail if I thought it was wrong.
Yeah, and that's basically what we did the last time was
Yeah.
like, they're like, well, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, so we're going to take you to court. Take me to court. And we ended up having like a $500 thing because we won't register our dogs. I'll take it because that's a whole different story. I don't do the vaccine and stuff. We took it. We took that punishment.
Yeah.
And you paid that over time.
Yep.
And that's what they got out of it. They got $500.
Yeah.
Which is cheaper than doing one of our dogs.
I know.
You know, so it's like we'll take that punishment. You
Yes.
know, and it's like we're not going out. If our dogs went out, we would have them vaccinated. We would have them registered.
Yeah.
You know, but wolf dogs are different in California. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we took it and that settled it. We haven't been bothered about it since.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
It's like, but it's always something. And once you're on the radar, they don't let up.
They don't. No.
So you
Not at
have
all.
to, you have to stand firm, and you have to, like you said, know the laws. And it's very scary, and they do a lot of threats. But it's like, you know, there's
You
no,
just have to stand it.
Yep. There's no reason for them to come onto your property.
No.
You know, if they come onto your property, they're gonna find something.
Yes.
You know,
That's exactly right.
it's like, nope.
And I want to give props to Three Mules. You did great, man. Keep it up. Keep up what you do. And we went over on time, but that's fine for now.
Yeah.
So we're an hour and a half.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Sancho, for joining. I've been wondering where you've been, and I hope to see you more often. Like I said, we're going to be doing lives pretty regularly. Not tomorrow, but hopefully Wednesday we'll be back. And that'll be a Walmart one, so you won't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know we had quite a few this time. Can't wait to see the results. So, again, namaste.
Have a great
Thank you all. Take care, Sancho.